Hello Internet, welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. This is episode 48. I had mistakenly said last episode 45, but it was 47. I can't keep count, it's fine. It's episode 40 something, almost 50. Last time we did the final cauldron and the hunting grounds and got the lodge weapons, which I'm going to just go ahead and remove the coils from my existing purple weapons. And then I can add them to my new weapons. Perfect. Hold on, okay, this will work. Today we're going to be continuing the story. Mountain that fell. So we gotta go to the bitter climb, which is here. We'll just go to this campfire. Because remember, I went up to this area by accident earlier doing a collection video, trying to get that advantage that's up there. I don't need that. Okay. Anywho, let's climb up.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
Okay, but this does explain why the machines were pissy earlier, and we were like, I think we even got a voiceover.
Right. But I can get through this.
You know, as I said, we even got a voiceover. It's like, oh, what are they guarding? They're guarding Gaia. So, remember, there are stalkers over here. Let's see if I can. Let's get in the grass and see if I can see one. And I'm running low on wood again. Actually, I want to play my new blast sling too. Let's just make it come out. So stalkers, if you set off a mine, I guess you saw in the last video in front of the Cauldron Zeta, if you set off a mine, they will come out of hiding, or they tend to come out of hiding and come investigate what's off. But it looks like we got the smart stalker today. Oops. I don't want to waste too much wood on this. I say it. Alright. It might be more willing to come out now. I don't see it. It's dark. I hate fighting these things in the dark. I will say stalkers are one of my favorite things to fight just because they're interesting. Or maybe they won't come out since I have already killed them. They should respawn, I would think. I don't know, we're gonna find out, I suppose. I'm just gonna run around and gather all the wood I see. Wood and plants.
Tuck that away.
If the stalker comes out, it comes out. The presence of all these stalker mines does not bode well to me. I'm very uncomfortable running around these just out in the open. But so far, I don't see anything. One would have come out by now, I would think. Okay. We're just gonna continue on. Oh yay, more trees. It's also, when they start giving you bunches of wood and plants like that, it's also a warning like, hey, you're about to face a bunch of shit. I guess it is nice of them. Oops, not a plant. Sorry, I'm just gonna run around and gather as much resources as I can because it seems a pretty good opportunity. Yeah, I think if you come here earlier and kill everything, it won't respawn. Anyway, up the mountain we go.
Now I know what they're guarding.
Okay, cool. She does remember that we came up here before. Alright, there's shit up here. I hear it. Flint Hawk. A Ravager. A Watcher. Didn't even see the third one. Ah, crap. Come on. Oh, I don't like being right here. I don't like being right here. Okay. Owie. Just haul ass, break line of sight. We're good, we're good. Just hang out here. Woo! Let's see if I can override this one before the other one discovers me. Hold on, knock you down again. Alright, let's try this again. Stupid fucking Glint Hawk. Alright. I now have an ally. Is this mine? Sure, why not? A half-dead ravager's gotta be better than nothing. Alright, why am I dead? Nearly dead? Alright. My one ravager. Oh, okay, I have two. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Let me just run around and grab my stuff. I don't need a rock. The overrides will eventually wear off, but that's okay. I'm gonna go over here and grab the trees.
Never know when I might need these.
I don't need fire kiln root. I do need this. It's also worth noting that it's like storming up here, and it was not doing that earlier. All right, let's continue our climb up the mountain. I just want to check something on the map. So the Vantage is up there somewhere. So while we are up here, I'm going to go ahead and grab that.
What's going on?
Or I'm gonna just trigger the next. Oh, hi! Okay. Angry bird. JK, I'm going to deal with the storm bird and then.
Guessing that I'm almost there.
Where is he? Come here, damn it! Alrighty! Now we're cooking with gas. Check out his chest thingy. Okay.
Guard you've got, Gaia.
That wasn't too bad. Alright, well, and then Vantage. Good news is that we do not have any more combat in the rest of this quest. It's all just story stuff. The Vantage is up there. That's gotta be cold to get into. Alright, there we go. There's the climbable rock. Oh, this one's tricky. You have to climb around.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be?
Okay, so this was apparently the facility that under construction for Gaia Prime. And that's what it looks like now.
No space.
Can't tell because there's a big old sunbeam, but there's like a hole in it. Anyway, let's look at our collectibles to get the text. Okay, so that is the last, whoops, ow, vantage. And that little text revealed that it was kind of, sort of, a little bit involved with the Zero Dawn project. Kind of, sort of, a little bit. Okay, let's keep going. Grabbing that just to grab it. Grabbing that also just to grab it. So yeah, the place looks kind of fucked up.
Sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, somebody's been here because they've did
You made a
scaffolding.
climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Ah.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
So there is a funny thing she'll do. Oh, maybe it was on the next one. No, go back down. If you look down, she usually is like, damn it. I'm trying to get her to do it. She won't. That's fine. Let's go in here.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years, and we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
Alright, I guess we gotta get going.
Time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
No pressure. No pressure at all. Before we go in, I want to kind of take a peek around and see if there's anything.
Yes?
Okay, so if
I
you...
need to get going.
You can chit-chat with him, apparently, if you didn't chit-chat before.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Alright, before I go that way, I think there is another power cell in here for the Ancient Armory quest. And it's on a, like a little side room. Oh, hello, data point.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
Okay, that was something.
Find your footing.
Thank you for the heads up. Okay. No, that's not where I wanted to go. There. Alright, dude. That is not... No. Okay, I think I wanted to go down. Is that one? Yeah, that's where I wanted to go. Okay. Woo! So when you get out here, the controller starts shaking a little bit. Not a good sign. So... let's see. I think the parasol is over here, actually. So we go over here. And... okay. Alright. I'm going to try to aim at the yellow thing properly. There it goes. Did not get stuck on the rock.
Huh. A fifth power cell. They must fit somewhere.
So that's the last one for that ancient armory quest, which I will do after we get done with this story. It's fine. Okay, now we can continue onward with the story quest.
Guess that's my way across.
And so we make our way gently and carefully across the rickety scrap heap.
Don't think, Aloy. Just do it.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Alright.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer.
Yeah, I would be very, very about climbing on any of this. So yeah, I said there's no combat, but you could still die by falling off of something.
Glad that's over.
I do like that she kind of shivers while we're up here because it's cold. Let's see, is there anything over here? No. Stop doing that. Alright, do I want to go up? Yeah. Let's go see. There's nothing over there.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
So yeah, the facility got pretty banged up. Let's take a look at this room first to see if there's anything in here. There is.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. But the last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, and lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. None of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself, to a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia and her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Yeah, that's gotta be kind of rough. Just living here with just you and a handful of folks. Stuck in essentially like an office building for the rest of your natural lives. We're gonna go exploring. There's nothing here. Looks like a bed. That was some sort of living area. Like an office. It doesn't open. Is this where I just came from? It is.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Paige I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
So, yeah, this guy. So this guy was the alpha on top of the head of the Artemis project, and that Tom dude was one of the interviewees we got the interviews for in the Zero Dawn quest. And apparently they formed a relationship while they were working, which is cute. But then, like, he chose his work for trying to save an animal species over being with his partner in his last minutes, and he didn't even get his work done, and now he's stuck with a bunch of work people he didn't even like to begin with. That sucks. Anything up there? Nope. Okay, this quest, like a lot of the other story quests, has an absolute ton of data points in it. Now I want to make sure I don't really miss anything. Up the stairs. It makes a nice, satisfying, crunchy noise when she walks over snow. Just kind of looking around and seeing what all's over here. Just crates. There's not a whole lot of loot.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
What does it say? Oh, I can't read it from back there. Oh, it's just gibberish. Okay, this is where I just was, I think. Sorry, the cutscene got me all turned around. Okay, I see. You're able to come up here. It didn't look like you were able to begin with.
Elizabeth.
Oh.
What is this?
Examine the shrine. Yeah, that's definitely a shrine.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Before I talk to Silence, I want to get all these data points.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You, you got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Fuck you!
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Well, that was sweet in his way.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobeck. There's only one. I miss you.
Alright, I think that's all the data points. Let's talk to Silence.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Yeah.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Okay. So, yeah, it's interesting to see, like, her character. She takes responsibility for, she's basically taking responsibility for shit that other people did. There's the way to go on. I don't want to go in there yet. Because there's data points to be had. Not parkouring on the desk.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy.
Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimon cuckoos. What can he do?
Is there any more data points in this room? Nope. Is there any more rooms that might contain data points? Hold on, let's go through here. Ooh, there's a door for us to pry open. Let's try that. I don't think there's anything in here other than more data points, but I want to get them all. Nope, there's a big crate full of crap we can't carry. That's fine, I'll keep the shards.
All right. Let's start over from Eleuthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Brochard Klein, may I speak outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you.
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles. Are you suffering from depression?
Well, I am trapped in a science facility for the rest of my life. How about you?
In a time slice of a quadrillion operating cycles, 10,000 are involved with processing the loss of Dr. Sobek. I have considered quarantining these processes. Do you think that would be wise?
I'm not a psychologist, Gaia, or an AI scientist. No. It is natural. At least in the context of the work you and I have accomplished, which begs the meaning of the term natural. She was your creator, the patron saint of this crazy endeavor, Our Lady of the Fervent Hypothetical.
Even assuming a string of significant failure combinations, Zero Dawn's chances of success are greater than the hypothetical.
It's called a manner of speech, Gaia. Take a note.
It's also interesting too, they keep throwing on all this like religious symbolism and I guess story, like she sacrificed her, she gave her life for the world because she loved the world so much, so kind of like Jesus. Ayla got touched by God, kind of like Jesus, you know. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, and that too, Aloy's whole like virgin birth. But it was from a machine. Whoops, where am I going? Wait a minute. Unless that was a way. Hold on, let me go back to where that was. That might have been someplace interesting. Or is this where I was before? Yeah, that was. That's literally where I was before. I'm stupid. JK, we're gonna go through this room. We're not going to go that way. I guess, yeah, JK, we are going that way. This quest is pretty, like, straight line. There's little side bits, but not that many.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
So here's Ted over here going all alternative facts on us. I'm running away from where I'm supposed to be. Oh, haha. Up we go. At least there was enough space, theoretically, in this facility for them all to have their own, like, little private areas for me time and stuff, but they're gonna be stuck together this whole time.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
Off we go. And then jump! Oof. So the controller's shaking. That does not bode well. Okay, whoops. Here's a data point.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition by subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke, make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
I say, what you doing, Ted? What you doing? He's going all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs on us. I mean, not like he was all there to begin with, I don't think. Okay. Looks like... Okay, looks like you shouldn't be able to walk up those, but we just did.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
Okay. Hold on, let's just take a look at our mummified corpses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this ain't right.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted, we've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago.
I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy. A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture. I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Detecting atmosphere.
So, yeah, fuck Ted Faro. You think he's found the bottom of, like, the pit of assholery, and he just pulls out a shovel and keeps on going. Like, I think there's a lot of commentary in this game that's about, I don't want to say necessarily anti-capitalism, but it's more of anti, like, owners and bosses, CEOs that have absolutely zero oversight that can do exactly what they want, because I guess the whole point, the whole message is that it has unforetold consequences. Like, the out of control business owners are in this lore, in the lore of this world. You know, they're running the world. Like, corporations take over political parties and that run the world, and there's zero oversight, and it led to climate change taking over and fucking up the world. But then they were able to bring it kind of back, and then it led to this. So yeah, let's talk to Silence.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, Silence. Hope.
So yeah, that, I mean, she just make a point there. The project did work, and then theoretically, if fucking Ted didn't delete Apollo, that part would have worked too. That's the reason why the room in the All Mother Mountain didn't open, and presumably didn't open for all the other ones, is because Apollo wasn't there and the program was looking for it. So what he did was decided it was better to unleash human beings that only had a kindergartner's level of knowledge onto the world, and going, oh, it'll be okay. They'll have fire. They can figure out how to keep themselves warm and feed themselves. It'll be fine. And Silence is right. People are going to discover how to do horrible shit just in a new way, but without anything to teach them. They're going to have a child's knowledge of the world and child's knowledge of how to deal with conflict and stuff. So they're going to be violent and horrible to each other. They don't have any knowledge to. They don't have anything to teach them empathy. Anyway, here's our Master Override.
The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Oh, then, so simple. So we just go back to the workshop. That's just... Oh yeah, fuck Ted Faro. That's gonna be the name of the episode, is just fuck Ted Faro. He's honestly one of the best video game villains I've seen, just because, well, scariest really, because of just how real that could happen. I mean, a lot of people have said he's a Elon Musk stand-in or analog or whatever, I think now that we've seen just kind of how he is after the whole Twitter takeover and stuff, yeah, I could kind of see that. I don't think it was intentionally made to be that way. I think it was more just generic, like,
Is that good?
Try not to
horrifically.
fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Thank you, Silence. Was just a generic, like, what's a worst case scenario for a CEO? But yeah.
Keep holding.
Okay. How do we get back up to the workshop? There's gotta be a way to get back up to the workshop. Did I just miss it? Oh, duh, God. So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, that's the thing, is criticizing, I think, lack of oversight. Because again, while Liz was alive, she was able to keep him in check because she was the only one that could give him the business, essentially. Without her there, nobody else was to keep him in check, and then he goes off and fucks it up again. God damn, fuck Ted Faro. Like, the first time I saw that scene, it was like the maddest I had been in a fictional character in a long time. Like, I just kind of sat there and went, what? Kind of the same thing after the Maker's End and Zero Dawn and stuff.
Here.
Hello.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy.
What?
But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Faro robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
I've got time.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jew.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus, inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature. And usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
So we have a choice here to pick our response. Because he's honest, I mean, he's in it for the knowledge. But he's attempting to make it right. We'll ask him
The
this.
things you've done In the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Okay. And then we get another data point here.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known. I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name? Hades. You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine. Divine timeline. Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Symptoms reign. Divine Karja. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me. Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja. Now that's more like it.
Let's see. And there's a couple other data points.
Task is complete. Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing. Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer. How inconvenient for me. Come before me. You shall receive your reward. Very well. Healus. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
They're coming. Preparations are complete. Ah, Lucent Bahabas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O Shadow of Prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Okay, so there's this data point, that data point, and then that data point in chronological order. So Silence. I'll continue after this cutscene. Ooh, it's all glowy. Anyway, Silence is another character that's kind of a foil to Ted Faro. I talked about in a previous video about General Harris, where he was like upfront on, this is all the bad shit I've done, and I want people to know.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Anyway, Silence too, he was like upfront, this is what I did. Wasn't the greatest idea. And he's trying to make up for it and admit his wrongdoing. And how do I get down? Wait a minute. Is this how I got it? No, there's a ladder right there. However, it's like, I don't think he doesn't really regret necessarily what he did. He's motivated by knowledge, and he'd do it all over again. Alright, I think what we're going to do next is the Ancient Armory, now that we have all of the power cells. It's there. Let's go grab that real quick. Then, ooh, I have a shit ton of skill points now. So that's all the skills of the base game done. So I think hold on. Oh, we had to do so.
No one clears here.
I guess we had to do that in the DLC. We've been getting modification parts for spears, and I was waiting to get the Silence as a lance to get started on modifying the spear, but I guess we can't modify the spear until the DLC. Alright, now to get down here without dying. That would be ideal.
Quick way down.
Over there, that's how to do it. Anyway, down we go. Now there is a way, apparently, to cheese that 5th power cell by going into the Gaia Prime early. Like, basically make a run for it as soon as you get the Seeker at the Gates quest. But I just didn't like it. Oops. Oh, we can't. I thought it was something we can jump into.
Red light. I'm not getting in. A holographic interface. These devices are missing power cells. I'll have to find power cells to get these to work.
So, repair.
There. Fits. I just need to put in one more. It's 2. It's some kind of code. Maybe there's a clue nearby. I think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time.
Okay, so we have to do 12 o'clock. That's already there. 3 o'clock.
Maybe there's some more information nearby.
I'm
Something
working
that will
on
tell
it.
me how this works.
6 o'clock.
Looks like each dial has 4 positions.
I know. I am
If I
working on it.
get each dial in the right
21
position.
is 9.
Did it.
There.
Now to check the door.
Ta-da!
Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps.
Oh. Have to... Yeah! Okay, so this is some sort of experimental armor. 1, 2...
Just need to install these power cells. That should do it. Only 2 more.
1, 2...
Just 1 more. There we go. The last one. All powered up. These numbers. They must be related to segments of a circle.
Okay. So that's 90, 270. $60, $450, $630. I'm gonna have to be flipping around. Okay. Okay, that top one's 90 degrees, right? And then turn that one that way. 360. I guess it would depend on where your starting point is. And 450 is 360 plus 90. And then 630 is... Oh, I'm doing math, sorry. Okay. $90, I think that's right. And then, yeah, what, 80, 270 is right there. 360 would be that way. Or no. That way. And then 450 would be that. Plus 90. And then 630. $630. Hold on, I need a calculator. I've never said that math was my strong point. Let's see. 630 minus 360. Alright, it's the same as the 270. Which is... there. right? Why is this not correct? I don't know where the start position is, unless that is the start position. I just need to turn everyone clockwise once.
Did it.
There it goes.
Let's have a look at that armor and... Alright. Now let's see what we can do with this material.
Alright, we got a new outfit. The Shield Weaver. Whoops. So the Shield Weaver has a, obviously a little force field shield on it. Instead of being able to enhance it with weaves, you see the bar turn blue, that's your shield meter. Here, let's, oh, we can't warp out. Get out of here enough so I can get to, I just want to kind of show what it does for a second. Let me go. Let's just go fight these striders that are right here.
Save these for the trail.
Right here. Go down here and fight these grazers. I just want to show off what this does. So yeah, I want to get hit. Hit me! So, instead of taking off health, it will drain your shield. See, bonk. I mean, you still get knocked down, but... yeah, okay, that's enough showing it off, I think. Let's just head to a campfire. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, they're all looking for me. Let's just save. Okay, we're going to end the episode here. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you next time.